All right, coming up just around the corner, we have a brand new Tao Daily Tarot reading for you. And here, as usual, is the heads up. The overall feeling, milk and honey. Something or someone or some memory will take you back into the past, to that feeling of love and connection. You're looking for a new normal, but a normal that you determine for yourself, not somebody else. We'll give you the details. It's a great read coming up in a moment. Well, hello and welcome to this latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Glad to have you here, whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, cross-watcher, makes no difference. You are always, always welcome. Now, this is a little bit of a different tarot read in the sense that, A, I'm not predicting. That's too difficult. Too many people on the planet, too many variations. So if I'm not predicting, what am I doing? Well, what I'm doing is looking at energies, the energies of coming, going, pushing, pulling, the stuff that surrounds you all the time. Because stuff is always coming at you, or it's going away from you, it's pushing you, it's pulling you. And it's those energies that kind of get you to navigate your life. So those are the energies that I focus on, okay? Think of this as an energetic weather report. What's going on the outside today? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy? Is it snowy? Is it going to thunder? Is it going to get tornadoes? What's going on? If I know what's going on, then I know how to kind of prepare for the day. That's the whole point of this tarot read. It's an energetic weather report, or you could think of it as a GPS of frequencies surrounding you. Works much better. The feedback I get from people who visit often tell me that they like this much better because it gets them to plug in their life into the energies, gives them more power, and that's the point. Another thing that separates this is I do a thing called the hyper shuffle, and I try to get this reading in about 10 minutes, give or take a couple of minutes, because the cards dictate certainly what's going on. But you have a life, you have things to do, you're busy. So I figure if I aim at 10 minutes, that's quick enough and yet effective enough to get a nice energetic weather report to you, okay? Oh, by the way, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Always want to remind you of that. That's important as I'm trying to build this channel here on YouTube, and the YouTube folks really pay attention to that. So we got all the basic kind of homework stuff taken care of. Let's do this. This is the hyper shuffle. Let me show you. So there you go. There is the hyper shuffle. Let's get to today's Tao Daily Tarot reading. We start with the overall temperature card. Since this is an energetic weather report, we look at the overall temperature, and we have milk and honey. Okay, there's a 51 you see up top here. That equals a 6. So there is kind of a commitment or destiny quality to all of this. Milk and honey, that is the overriding flavor or temperature, if you will, of this Tao Daily Report reading. Let's begin now with the energies of coming and going, and we begin with the Page of Pentacles. Now, you know, or you may not know, the pages, all of them, change this storyline. In other words, think of a novel or a movie, and you're going along, and all of a sudden something happens, bam. It shifts 180 degrees. You're off in another direction. Well, that's what pages do. And the Page of Pentacles says values time. Yes, maybe money. Yes, without a doubt, pages are money. But they're not everything that we value. And so the page may be signifying a change in values. It's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to be something that really stands out. Maybe just something little. Something that has a profound effect down the road. We continue with the energies of coming and going. Knight of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas, words. And knights always bring something in to the storyline. And the Knight of Swords brings new idea, new thinking, new words. Yeah. And that goes very nicely, of course, with the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles says, hey, guess what? There may be a value shift going on, right? And so it's now the Knight of Swords that helps to promote that shift. Again, a different way of thinking. It's not going to be necessarily huge or real obvious at first, but there is an obvious shift going on, and you'll see it farther on down the road in your life. We now switch to the energies of pushing and pulling. We have the Six of Cups. So cups are things that we love. It doesn't have to be romance. It's things or people who we love. And Six of Cups says we're going back to the past. Now, it could be, as many tarot readers would say, could be somebody from your past. And that's very possible. But it could also be the idea of love, or something or someone who you loved in the past who brings back maybe the feeling of love. Just the thought, remember, we were just talking a moment ago about the Knight of Swords, this new idea, right? And before that, we were talking about the Page of Pentacles, and pages change the storyline. Knights advance the storyline. So it could be maybe a memory of someone or something from your past that you really cherish, you really love. And that kind of creates or sets up that change of values. And we wrap up here with the energies of pushing and pulling. We have the Hanged Man. Maybe, as I'm thinking about it right now, maybe this Knight of Swords brings some sort of illumination, some sort of an idea that gets you to change your perspective on something. You know, a way that you hadn't thought of before, and all of a sudden, click, I got it. I never thought of it that way. So again, it has something to do with your past, something to do with your love values. Again, it could be a person coming back from the past, but it may be just reliving a feeling, an idea, a memory, which is still very, very important. And we go with the first magnifier card, and we see that it is the Knight of Swords again. Alrighty, so we have two of them. Two different decks, two different Knights of Swords. That's significant when you get something like that, because I only use 4 decks, 8 cards. So when you start to see duplicates, you know there's an important message there from the universe. Something or somebody is going to get you to change your thinking. And that will be significant. It may send you back to a past idea or feeling, or vice versa. Maybe you just kind of think to the past, or you get a call from somebody who you haven't heard of in a long time, and all of a sudden the juju starts again. The ideas begin to change, and that's what kind of foments all of this change in your life. And then we have the Temperance card as the final magnifier. Temperance is balance. Temperance is saying, okay, this sounds good. I'm interested, but let's take our time. Let's go slowly. Let's move carefully. Let's be temperate. Not too hot, not too cold, but still move forward. So apparently there is something that gets you to reevaluate your whole love quotient. And here is the vice versa card. Facing forward, 10 of Cups, happily ever after. And that's kind of interesting too, because it ties in very nicely with this overall temperature card, milk and honey. 10 of Cups, happily ever after. Milk and honey is the idea. This, I think, is what really is going on inside of you and probably many people at this point. Remember, this is the overall energetic signature that we're all feeling. It's the energetic weather report. Isn't it fascinating? I think people are trying to find their way back to, if at least not another time in the past, then at least another feeling, another memory. Maybe it's the idea of home. Whatever it is, or whoever it is, you are looking to connect on a very deep and emotional level. Maybe with yourself, maybe with your past, maybe with someone from your past. Or someone in the present reminds you of the past. But it's all going for moving in the direction of going for the milk and honey. And to do that, you need some sort of a past memory, past feeling, past person to transport you back into the happily ever after. Very, very, very nice read. And very appropriate, I think, around now anyway. So there you go. That is the Tao Daily Report for today. Remember, like, subscribe, hit the bell. That's very important in terms of the YouTube people working with me to help build this channel. I will have a brand new report for you tomorrow because I do a brand new tarot reading every single day, and I hope that you join me at that point. If you happen not to be able to, of course, you can always pick it up on YouTube, and if you're 2 or 3 or 4 tarot readings behind, they're quick, right? 10 minutes or so. So very good. If we happen not to get together tomorrow for that brand new read, however, between now and the next time we do talk tarot, as always, I wish you peace and blessings.